He raised 3 children but died holding the hands of strangers. I sat with him for weeks, tall, gray-haired, the kind of man who would fill a room just by walking into it. By the time I met him, the television stayed on all day in that nursing home, not because he was watching it, but because he couldn't stand the silence. For him, silence had become the sound of everyone who wasn't coming. He sized me up when we first met. He could tell that something was different, but he told me, "You're entitled." I said, "Really?" He said, "Don't worry, my kids are entitled too." 3 kids, none of them showed up. The only people in that room were church folks who had no obligation to be there and came anyway. A man dying with every reason to spend his last energy on his own grief, spent it with me. He said, "Don't have kids for selfish reasons. Only have them because you really want them." I've never met his children, I have to say that, and I only heard his side. But that was his last room, and every room has 2 stories. The one of the person in the bed, and then the other one that nobody cares to tell. Now here's what I know for certain. He died holding the hands of strangers. Remember this, children are not insurance policies, and more times than not, the very children you think will comfort you in your time of need won't come. I've seen this over 100 times in hospice, and I'm telling you, if you raise them expecting them to do for you what you did for them, you may be disappointed. Things don't always go that way. He left me with something he didn't say though, and I always wondered, how did he treat the kids? Not because it mattered, but I asked because how many people would call their own kids entitled to a man he doesn't know? But he did. I never got to ask him and he passed away. But that question, why weren't they there? That's the premise of chapter 1 of The Last Room. Let me know what you all think.